Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I am so excited to share this with you guys. This is a huge transformation and I can't wait to share this process with you. We are going to be decluttering, organizing, and creating a space that feels fresh, fun, and functional. Let's get started. We definitely have lots to do. I started with the toys. Now my husband and the kids definitely beat me to it and then they started. Honestly, all we're doing here is just decluttering the toys, getting rid of what he no longer uses, which are mostly like big trucks. I would say he outgrew them, like he just no longer plays with them. Also at this point I was contemplating what I got myself into because there was definitely a lot of decluttering and I was like, oh boy, this is going to take a little bit longer. It definitely did help that the boys were here, my husband was here, but overall, yeah, I was kind of drowning. Not to mention that my son Rain is a collector, likes to hold on to things and doesn't like to get rid of anything. So if you ask him, he'll say yes to everything. So it's kind of hard to declutter with him because he sees potential in everything. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad because I'm like, oh my gosh, why do we have so many things in here? But it's okay. So let me stop chatting, put on some music so you guys could see this decluttering part. Quick tip, so he ended up putting a bunch of stickers on here, and a quick tip is to grab your blow dryer, put it on hot heat, and it will remove the stickers. Do you guys see like how easily I'm able to peel it off? Now the one at the top of the dresser, that did take me a little bit of time, but overall it loosens all the glue up and it's so much easier. So if you run to the same thing as me, that is a quick tip to remove stickers off of anything. Also, we are finally saying goodbye to this crib. A little backstory about this clip while I'm also removing more stickers. When I was with my husband at the time, he was my boyfriend and he lived by himself and his son, he was still using this crib, and then, you know, a couple years later ended up getting pregnant. So this is a crib that him and his ex-partner ended up picking up, and I was just like, what are we gonna do? Like, are we gonna use the same crib? Because you're the one that has the crib, like why spend money? So it was definitely kind of like, I don't know how to say it. I didn't feel any type of way towards the crib. It was more about money wise, like, is this financially necessary when we already have it? Anywho, we ended up sticking to it a bunch of years, 2 kids using it, and it definitely lasted a pretty long time, but it is finally the time to say goodbye and thank you for holding up all these years, especially because I believe that my son is a little bit more rough than my stepson when he was using it. So we did ended up ordering a new bed, and I was so excited because I was just like, it's fresh, it's new, and he could grow into this, and I was just so happy. I feel bad sometimes because I feel like my son gets a lot from his other brothers, so a lot of stuff is not new, but that's more of me projecting, not really my son. He doesn't really care. So I was just super excited to give him some new items in his room, redo his room. I also ended up removing this mirror because I just didn't think we needed the mirror and it was always in the way. Also, if you ever put stickers or if you ever put stars on your walls, please don't do that because this is a mess to remove. I regretted every single thing I did. He also ended up getting some slime on top from some toys. So this took forever. I know this looks like, easy, but honestly, just to remove all of this took me an hour and a half. tried everything in the books. I tried Goo Gone, nothing was working, so we decided that we're just gonna paint over it. I also ended up removing all of these stickers on this side. Please don't come for me. I know that's not how it looks in real life. I was just going from smallest to biggest.
Perfect bodies in the shallow blue. Didn't think you'd look for me. Would it kill you just to make a move? Nothing good comes for free. I am leaving, tell me what to do. I can feel us slipping away. Cheap emotions say nothing new, but I still break just the same. Slow drip soft in the light. Come on, meet me at the poolside. Late July on my mind. We were never meant for this. It's a way that we're
Ended up getting this laser. Now I would not be linking it because I do not recommend it. Honestly, it's just not the best in my opinion. So we decided to go from like half and half, like splitting up the room. I don't feel like I'm that good at decorating. So let me show you guys my little tips and secrets, okay? It is called Chat GPT. Yes, Chat GPT. That's what I ended up using because, so what I ended up doing was I went onto Pinterest. I typed in some inspo, what I really thought, took screenshots of it, and then uploaded to Chat GPT. Chat GPT is that girl, let me tell you guys. Okay, she has come through for me so many times. So basically what I did was uploaded the inspo. I'll show you guys the inspo of what I was thinking. I took a picture of his room and then basically I asked her to do like a mock-up and do based off what I think the room should look like. Because I'm a visual person, to be honest, I give people props, whoever like has it in their head already, but I like to see stuff visually, how it's going to appear and if it's going to be functional. In this room, I wanted to, of course, declutter it and organize it, but I wanted a room that he could finally grow up into it. My son is now 6 years old. It was definitely time to get him out of the crib and just to, you know, give him a big boy room. So I was super happy. I kept this in mind that I wanted a room for him to grow up in and not just the stage and the age that he is right now. So we ended up going with gray and black. Also, we cannot keep these walls for the life of me. He is my messiest out of all the kids. So I was just like, let's just go with dark colors. Okay, so we're using the tripod right there for the, what's it called? Oh, for the little laser thing. And we don't want to mess it up. So I have one phone here and then another phone here. My husband gave me his old phone because he got a new phone. So now I have two phones, which works out great because now I could use it and then not use my own phone and have more. Okay, so anywho, sorry, I'm rambling. Okay, so we finally got done with the first half. This is how it's looking like. Oh, so good. Let me show you the other side. I don't think it needs a second coat. It's like a one paint thing that it says. I don't know. I think overall it's looking really, really good. I love this color. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think we need to. Guys, I'm so over this wall. I'm so excited, especially to paint this one because it's pretty rough. But I think it looks really, really good. And then of course we do have to paint the ceiling, so we got the paint for that as well. And also I'm gonna insert this at the beginning, but I'll show you guys really quickly what we ended up getting for paint and stuff. And then a half of the window is going to be that gray color, and then half of this is going to be black. So I'm super excited. And then I'm also thinking about the blue lines, the doors, making them all black, and then the baseboards black. Now I know looks a little bit crazy, but I don't know how I'm gonna put together this video, so I'm just like rambling and kind of telling you guys what my vision is. But that's what I'm telling you guys, ChatGPT is it, because this is where I'm getting all of this stuff from. Because I'm a visual person, I like to see things visually. So this was super helpful, and slowly this is how the room is looking like. I also ended up using this paint from Home Depot. 10 out of 10, I recommend it. I regret the one that I ended up getting for my room because I do feel like this one is honestly a lot better. It was one coat and a little bit of touch-ups here and there, but it was so much easier. The process was less, and I decided to, like I said, I split the room. I used the laser. Once the gray was done, I then went in with the black. At first, he suggested his room black, my son, and I was like, But then when I asked ChatGPT and I also went on Pinterest, I was like, oh, okay, he's more innovative than I am because I wasn't seeing the picture. So I also ended up removing all of the tape, and let me show you guys shortly coming up how the room is coming together. So we still have a little bit more done to do. This is how, ooh, it looks pretty. Hold on. Okay, I hope that's better. This is how the room came out. Let me zoom out for you guys. I think it looks really, really good. The only thing I regret is I should have done that black instead of white. But this is how the room looks. The laser definitely did help. I'll talk a little bit more about it, I think, in the voiceover. I do just want to touch up these toys a little bit, just make it a little bit more organized. I want to go through his dressers, obviously clean it up. There's a bunch of stuff on it. And then in his closet, I do want to declutter as well, because there's a bunch of stuff in here and it's not really organized. So that's another thing that I want to do. In the meantime, let me show you guys what my husband ended up doing. He ended up getting this cord. I think he wants to switch it to black, but I don't know. I don't know what happened. He said that the black one didn't work. He has to order a new one, but I think he wants to change that. And then the TV, he did clean it off, but you see, so in person it looks 100% clean, and then on the camera you see how like it looks right there. But anywho, he also has lights behind it, so like I'll show you guys once it gets a little bit darker how it looks. But he loves it. We still haven't been able to do the roof. That's another project. But the bed is getting delivered tomorrow. It's going to be, so it's going to look like this. That's the angle that we're putting it at because we want it close to the wall for him. So yeah, let's just go through all of this section basically. Let's declutter, organize, and do all that jazz. For these toys, I honestly didn't like the way my husband put it. He ended up putting all of the furniture back so my son could use his room, but I ended up putting it on the side. I was really trying to make sure to put all of his toys like an easier way for him just to play, but also functional and have it less cluttered. If you guys have been with me since from the beginning when we first decluttered his room, I'll try to see if I could find a video of how his room used to look. There were so many toys in here, and I know I get judged for the amount of stuff that I buy my kids. I see the comments all the time. Truth be told, guys, I love it. I love buying my kids stuff. I don't think I'm ever going to stop. I do think I overdo it. I admit that. But honestly, I don't feel bad for getting so many things. Like in the end, it makes me happy. It makes them happy. And you know, why not? You know, I want them to have more than what I had as a child. I definitely didn't have all these toys or the luxuries that they have. And I feel like as parents, we should always try to do a little bit better than what our parents did within our means, of course. this closet's another area that I've been meaning to get to. So I first started off by going at the top shelf and trying to remove anything. I definitely wanted to put some bins in here, but I wanted to be realistic. The paint itself cost us like $200, I want to say. I knew that I wanted to go a little bit more expensive on the paint. So I was just like, we're just gonna have to use all the stuff that we already have. Now, of course, I do have other ideas like updating his dresser and doing all of that, but for now, he doesn't need it. He definitely needed a bed because he was all scrunched up when he was sleeping, but he doesn't need a new dresser. We will definitely get him one in the future, but for now, this works perfectly fine, and there's no reason to get rid of it. If you're wondering about the clothes, I do have 2 older boys, and a lot of the stuff is like hand-me-downs. There are some new stuff in here, but a lot of it is like hand-me-downs. So that is why you see so many clothes, which, by the way, he loves it. My son is not like that, to be honest, and I've raised my kids like that. You know, there is nothing wrong with Goodwill, hand-me-down stores, secondhand stores, anything. You know, it's a blessing just for even people to offer things, you know, and I feel like, I don't know, that's what I feel, that's what I think. I feel like, you know, it's a blessing when someone shows you kindness, as well as buying from other stores. Not everything has to be brand new. We ended up taking out the dresser in here and wanted to see if we could use it for more functionality because this dresser could barely fit. Fun fact, this was the actual first piece of furniture that my husband and I ever bought my son. We did live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and at the time we had put my son in our room because he was still a baby, of course. But once we moved into this house, this is the room that we ended up picking for him. I don't know. I was definitely having some feelings doing this whole room because I was happy that, you know, his room is being upgraded. But I remember it wasn't always like that. Like, I first finally got able to experience decorating a nursery when I had my daughter. And that was actually 4 kids later. So this was just bittersweet because I'm glad I'm at this point in my life, but it's also like, aw, like my baby's growing up and I can't believe it. This is where the dresser is going, and all I'm doing here is just showing you guys exactly what's in the dresser. I'm also moving some stuff around because I definitely want to put all his school clothes in here, all his jackets in here, stuff that he just needs on the go and that he doesn't have to keep looking in different places. I always keep that in mind whenever I'm doing something for the kids. I like everything to be accessible to them, height-wise, everything, and make them more independent.
I can pick you up when you're heading down. When it all just sucks, I'll be your Charlie Brown. You can make me laugh when I wanna cry. In a world of men, we're on an all-time high. You and I till the end, don't need to pretend again and again. We'll stick together, everything is alright with you by my side. We won't say goodbye, we'll stick together. And it wouldn't be the same without you. We did so many stupid things together. You're the only thing I'm holding on to. Anywhere and anything, we'll stick together.
It's the next day. The bed is coming in like 30 minutes, so let's quickly do this.
I kinda adore you, but don't get too proud.
I can't believe it. This is like, I've had it for so many years. It's crazy when your kids grow up. It's kind of sad.
The way that I got your songs are in my head, head on repeat. The awkward dance I do, but only on your street. I won't say you're perfect, but I'll know you're not. But hey, you're the best kind of queer that I
So I know that looked clean, but in reality, it wasn't. Let me show you guys. This is all of the, this is how dirty the window was. So yeah, the bed just got delivered. Oh, it looks so good. Big boy room. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, but it's so sad at the same time. This is the one that we went with. I just think, you know, throughout the years, it's just very neutral. It could work with everything. I do plan on putting something up there as well as maybe something up there too, but in the meantime, we do need to get some sheets for him. So yeah, let's do that. But yeah, whew, I think it looks so good. Had to stop because the bed was coming, but I went back in here, got into all the dressers. This is the part where I was contemplating, why do I have so many clothes? Because it definitely took like at least 3 hours, I want to say, in total for everything, going through all the clothes. Now, a tip for you guys is when I do the laundry, I take out, of course, you know, if I remember that it doesn't fit the children. But sometimes it's not realistic. I forget or put it back. back, or my husband thinks it still fits and he puts it back. So so honestly, sometimes it gets missed. So that's another thing. Also, I am going back and forth and moving stuff around constantly just because I want to see what really works and what really doesn't. And then as I'm going through this, I'm also asking my son, like, do you like this here? Do you like this here? Or do you want me to change it around? So that's another thing that I like to ask the kids, because one thing that I am trying to practice more of, you guys see that I do take on a lot from the house and I am trying to distribute. That is something that we're working on. So I'm trying to just trying to keep in mind, just trying to keep everyone accountable. And when I reset this room, I did speak to my son and I said, we got to keep this room clean, okay? Because, all like mommy has to do in here is the bed, dusting, and vacuuming. And that's something that we're learning too, is making the bed. But in order to like put the sheets and stuff, that's obviously going to be me. But
I kinda adore you, but don't get too proud. You're like my favorite snack, I won't say it out loud. I won't say you're perfect, we all know you're not. But hey, you're the best.
next day, he loves his new big boy bed, so we're going to make it for him. We still have this little bit to clean. And then this is the trash that we started yesterday. He's already putting Legos here, so that's another thing that we need to clean up. So the only thing that's missing is, the only thing that we have to do is this little part and then this. So let's get started and let's get to it.
Kinda weird that I got your songs stuck in my head, it's on repeat. The awkward dance I do, but only on your street. I won't say you're perfect, we all know you're not. But hey, you're the best kind of weird that I in a world full of ordinary, you're my playful dream.
All I'm doing is just cleaning off the counter. It also needs like a good wipe.
Turning everyday moments into a sparkling sea. I won't say you're perfect, I won't say you're perfect, we all know you're not. But hey, you're the best kind of weird that I got. I kinda adore you, but don't get too proud. I won't say you're perfect, we all know you're not. I kinda adore you, but don't get too proud. I won't say you're perfect, we all know you're not. But hey, you're the best kind of weird that I
Son was so eager to use his room, so I am sorry I was not able to get everything. Hopefully this kind of gives you the layout of the room, but this is how everything turned out. Thank you for sticking with me through this process. Oh, I want to do so much in this house. So many makeovers. I'm in like my makeover era. So thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. I hope you guys liked his room. He definitely loved it. I loved it. Hopefully this too was inspiration. Look, you don't have to get anything new. Move some furniture around and it will still look brand new.